They're so easy to create, 'cause they grow, grow. Everything is kept at one arm's length, just too far to grow, grow. Now you'll see them change, they fall behind, and you'll stay the same, 'cause I know that you're always impressed with love. If my head is my home, then my head is my own. If my head is my own, then my head is my own. If my head is my home, then my head is my own. If my head is my own, then my head is my own. If my head is my home, then my head is my own. If my head is my own, then my head is my own. If my head is my own, then my head is my own. If my head is my home, then my head is my own. Everything is kept at one arm's length, just too far to grow, grow. Everything is kept at one arm's length, just too far to grow, grow.
First and foremost, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, we are History of the Trade. We were conceived in Canterbury, born in Canterbury, spent most of our youth as a band in Canterbury. We've all dispersed now and we play alternative indie rock music.
So do you want to give us all of your names as well?
I'm Sam, I do the singing and play guitar.
I'm Christian, I play bass and lead backing vocals, I guess.
I'm Ollie, I play guitar, and I'm substitution
Backing
backing
vocals.
Yeah.
BB
I'm Laurie and I play the drums.
Right, fantastic. So do you want to tell us where we are right now?
We are at the Barfly in Camden and it's the 15th of June 2012.
Which is a very important day for us.
Yeah.
It's the launch party for our EP, which came out on Monday. For free download, you can get everywhere on Bandcamp, historyofthetrade.com, loads of social media sites and stuff. So just search it and you can find it.
Absolutely fantastic. So you've just released your EP and it's Silver Screens,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. So tell us, what was that like? How was that like? What was that like recording?
Well, I guess it was pretty intensive. It probably started about just over a year ago, or just under a year ago, whichever one. We started sort of writing and getting all the ideas together, and
By Christmas it kind of started to come together.
Yeah, definitely. We started recording at the beginning of January, so we had we did no gigs. We're like, right, we really want to define a sound for this, because our last EP was it was good, but there was ideas were all over the place. It was a very spontaneous kind of record, whereas this one we wanted it to still have that kind of energy to it, but for it to be a bit more considered.
A bit more considered. Okay, fantastic. I'm not sure if everyone at home can hear, but there is actually someone playing at the moment, which is fantastic. But yeah, okay. So considered. When you say that, what did you have in mind for the sound? Because you're saying considered. What was that kind of a?
Well, we wanted to retain the melodic kind of core of the songs, and we wanted it to be a lot more dynamic. One thing with our old live sets is we noticed it was just on
fast
11,
playing, just
yeah.
bam, 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 bam. So this one we kind of took a little bit more thought into kind of quieter moments and tried to come up with a bit of a kind of concept, I suppose, for the EP, which is all about kind of artistic processes and creative ideas in film, and there's a lot of film reference in there.
We kind of like, even though some of the songs aren't necessarily about like art and that kind of thing, we wanted like the metaphors that are used in the songs and the kind of what's the word? Yeah, metaphors for now. I can't remember the other word. Motifs. We kind of wanted the motifs throughout to kind of reference, art and film. Yeah, we just wanted it to be like a package without being too concepty, like we're like a crazy prog rock band or something.
I think the biggest thing we did that was different from this EP and our old EPs is we spent a lot more time trying to actually make all our ideas fit into songs, whereas on previous EPs, stuff had just been...
Sorry guys, I've got to get that guitar.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, come through, man.
This is Rich from Tin Soldiers.
This is rock and roll. This is how it works.
This is how the real world of rock and roll happens.
Yeah. It's not all babes.
It's alright, mate. Detroit Rock City is over.
Yeah, loaded not going on downstairs. So.
But yeah, it was much more about getting our ideas to actually work as songs rather than just being sections of cool ideas going together. Which is
We're
what the
very
old
much
stuff
from
did.
like different kind of musical backgrounds. I think like Laurie and Ollie kind of grew up on more like kind of like metal and like math music. Like Christian was more kind of like punk, like pop punk, and I was kind of more like grungy, acoustic-y kind of stuff. So it was just making all of our ideas and all of our backgrounds count as one package rather than it being like, you know,
Here's a math bit, here's a grunge bit,
yeah,
here's a rock
exactly.
bit, here's a punk bit.
Rather than
Now it's
than
like-
it being let's just each satisfy our musical pleasures in one by one in each song. We're like, let's take what we like about those and make one sound.
So basically, if you will, you became a cohesive unit.
Yes.
We did. It's over
Hopefully,
last year.
that's the idea.
To word it much more
That's the
beautifully
idea,
succinct.
Yeah, we have become one.
That's
When
fantastic.
four become one, that's what this is.
Like a rubbish Spice Girls guy.
A rubbish Spice Girl, an incredible Spice Girl.
You know what? That sounds fantastic. I'll leave it there, but just before we end, because I've just always been really curious.
Yeah.
History of the trade.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Very, very simple. We had like our first gig and we still didn't have a name. Like we had, I think, maybe like 3 songs and like a load of covers or something. And we just like, we were like, we have to have a name. And I'm like really into an acoustic songwriter called Elliott Smith. And I've always found his lyrics are just like, they've just blown me away. Like something that I aspire to definitely as a lyricist. And I went through like, I was like, there must be something in this sleeve with all these lyrics of an album called Either Or. Just went through it for just hours, taking things out. Just told the guys, I was like, these are all the things I've got. Which should have played as well, I suppose.
It's either that or Nights Moving Up shows.
Yeah, which is, glad we didn't go. Yeah, so it's not a very exciting story, but interesting nonetheless.
I enjoyed it. Right, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Bye.